Welcome guys to 50 Shades of Chocolate. 50 Shades. Today we are bringing you a video on how to save money in college. Yes, it was highly requested a while ago. We saw your comments from the last video. So we're like, you know what? We made it through college. We saved some money. Obviously, we're not broke. So we are here. I'm gonna tell you guys how, like, my best methods, and then Casey and Chisway are gonna share you guys how they made it through and weren't broke by broke. Okay, so stay tuned. Thank you guys also for coming back for this video. And I have my UTSA shirt on. Go run it. All right. So let's get to it. So for my first tip is money apps, you guys. My favorite money apps are Capital and Mint. All right. For Capital, it pretty much saves money for you. Like every time you spend a certain amount of money, like for me, every time I spend money on one certain card, it rounds up to the next dollar. So right now, from like September, not September, like July, I've been saving money, and I have like $600 right now, and that's gonna be for Christmas, like, you know, because Christmas gifts be a little expensive, but that's such an easy way to save money. I don't even know it's missing. It just takes money out of every time I swipe that little card. It rounds up to the next number and throws some change into my account for it. So that's pretty dope, you know? My next one is Mint. Now, Mint app just pretty much just shows you what you're spending your money on. It bases it off of last month. It just pretty much just keeps you on top of your stuff, because some of us just be swiping, going, you know, credit, but then we're like, okay, why are we broke? What is the reason? So Mint just pretty much keeps you accountable, just reminds you, hey, you spent this much on food last month, calm down. You spent this much on clothing, you know you ain't got that in your bank account. So Mint and Capital is my favorite apps to use. My next tip is weekly Friendsgiving. Now, I know you guys have Friendsgivings during, you know, Thanksgiving, but me and my friends, I remember this one time, me and Chisway were so broke, y'all. We was struggling. We were like, okay, let's go in this refrigerator and see what kind of meal we can whip up. And that was our meal for that week, because, you know, we just had different things that we could bring together because we all broke. Everybody at least got one thing to add. You know, somebody got some corn, somebody got some turkey. Like, let's just put it all together, have like a weekly Friendsgiving, so you're not always spending your money on a whole like meal for the week. You can always, you know, get food from other people, your friends, because we all struggling. Like, I promise you, you are not the only one that's broke. I promise, okay? Everybody broke. So weekly Friendsgiving for sure is a great thing to do. All right, so my last tip is to have how to build your savings accounts. So for how to build your savings account, just pretty much focus on what goal you have. Always, like, I cannot stress this enough. On my like debit card, every time I get paid, or like the 1st and the 15th, it automatically takes an amount of money out of my bank account. So, and it puts it into my savings. So pretty much, I don't have to do anything. I don't miss that money because it always goes straight to my savings. And that works for me. If you don't have a bank account, you know, a lot of people in college don't, and that's fine, you know, you're starting out. But I would suggest at least putting money aside, get an envelope, label it. I used to do this. I used to label it, okay, this is my hair money, this is my gas money, this is my food money. And so every week I was like, okay, how much money do I have? I would split it up based on the priority. Like, of course, food is gonna be first, and then you need some gas, and then you got your bills. Okay, bills, you know. And then hair, of course, we need tits. We need getting that chest, by the way. But anyway, so envelopes. If you have rules you can do in your savings account, you can also go to the bank and just talk to the people. That's their job, to help you build your savings, because they want to get paid. So if you guys have any questions about what I said, you could leave them down below. I'm gonna kick it to the next girl, and she gonna let you know how to save your money in college. Go roll runners. Alright guys, see y'all in the next video.
Alright y'all, so we are talking budgeting tips, ways to save our money, to keep our coin, okay? Everybody can use budgeting tips, you know, we're all trying to save money out here. Nobody wants to be broke and a joke, so we're coming at y'all with some tips. All right, y'all, so let me take a look here. Tip number 1 that I have, make a grocery list before you go to the store. I cannot emphasize this enough, bro. Write down everything you need before you even get into the store. Make yourself a little list on your iPad or on your phone. Because me, when I get to the store, like, I be in every aisle, throwing stuff in the basket, getting stuff I don't need. I don't need it and I still buy it. And before you know, my totals just skyrocketed out of control. So it's not cute. It's not helpful for my wallet. Now I'm upset, my bank account is upset, so it's like, okay, my next tip, y'all, this one is honestly directed at myself, like, because I have an issue. I don't really want to talk about it. The tip is to make home cooked meals, okay? Instead of eating out every day, going In-N-Out burger. I know it's easy, it's convenient, it tastes good, like, but bro, you can make the same thing at home. If you just look up some recipes, Google, find some recipes, and make that stuff at home. And it's 10 times cheaper. You can make like 3 times the quantity. And at the end of the day, you know what you're putting into those meals. You're gonna be healthier. It's gonna be better for you. Like, home cooked meals, y'all. You're increasing your bride price, you see? So you're becoming a better chef. You're increasing your bride price by becoming a better chef, okay? So it's like you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're feeding yourself, you're healthy, your bride price is going up. Every now and then, even if you can't do it every day, just throw some home cooked meals in there, like you're gonna save money. Okay, so my next tip is have somebody hold you accountable. So doing something with a partner, I feel like it's always so much easier, because it's like they could slap you on the wrist. They could be like, hey, don't do that. Just before you step into the car and turn on the gas, hit them up and be like, hey man, should I get this burger? And see what they say. They're gonna say no, because you told them to hold you accountable. It's an incentive to stick to your word. Having someone else remind you of your incentives that you set in place for yourself is just gonna reinforce what you already are trying to do. All right, y'all, so this next tip is coming from my personal experience. When I got really like into fitness and working out, and I was really like on my fitness grind, I was taking hella protein, like drinking that stuff after every workout, sometimes in the morning when I got up. And I really noticed that I craved less foods. I was buying less food at the store, I was eating less, and I was saving money. Replace some of the food you eat with protein, or just start slowly incorporating protein into your diet, and then maybe eventually replace your morning meal with protein shake, and literally it curbs your appetite to the point where it's like you're full for hours, and off of one thing of like protein and fruit. Like, even if you're not working out, I would still suggest like taking some type of protein supplement, even if it's not protein powder necessarily. Protein shakes, they make Ensure shakes, y'all. It's not just for babies, and it's not just for old people. Like, so even if you're not working out, everybody's body needs protein to be functioning at its best. So you probably need protein regardless. So it's like, get your protein in. All right, y'all. So my last tip, if you're not already into this already, if you're not already woke, to start thrifting, y'all. Thrift stores are where it's at. Like, if you go to the right thrift store, and if you're patient, like, you can literally find so many gems so cheap. Like, if you're like creative, there's a lot of stuff you can DIY in there and like turn into some cute shorts. Like, I've made so many jean shorts out of thrifted mom jeans, and even just the mom jeans themselves. Like, me personally, I'm into mom jeans, so it's like, it's my thing. Like, so yeah, you guys, those are all the tips I have for you. Hope you guys like those tips. And if you guys have any tips, let us know down below. And now I'm gonna pass it off to Chizabae. Love y'all.
Hey guys, welcome back. 50 Shades of Chocolate. Today, as you see, Casey and Janae already talked about it, but we're doing budgeting tips, how to save while you are in college, while you're in graduate school, while you are basically struggling pretty much, which all of us are. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. So first of all, Casey and Janae have already given y'all great tips, great tips. So I'm just gonna go ahead and round off with a couple more things that I feel like might be helpful to somebody else. So for starters, I already mentioned before, I currently live in DC now, so everywhere here is a lot of like metro riding, not good parking, like, you know, so I've become accustomed to carpooling with people, taking public transport, riding the metro, you know, doing those type of things. That's a big money saver. Also, it makes you just be more considerate, like, of time, other people's time. Like, you realize how valuable time is. Oh, I have to plan, I'm going to wake up early because I gotta go catch this shuttle or this metro ride. So-and-so is leaving at this time, so I gotta go, you know, be on time to catch a ride with her to campus or to the store, wherever you're going. So do that. It's definitely helped me and I'm saving money off of it. But don't be that person who wants to hop into somebody's car every time and not ever ask them if they want gas money, because that's not right. Just no, we don't do that, okay? I always ask, do you want gas money? I know we're going to the same place, but tell me. So yeah, carpool, take public transport, do those things. It's gonna save you a lot of money, saves you gas, and it's, you know, cheaper way around. Next tip I have, as you already heard, I believe Casey mentioned it, buying, you know, things to make home cooked meals, and going along with that, also when you're buying things to make home cooked meals, some things you can buy in bulk, like some food items that, you know, that might last you for a while, like bread or eggs, like buy the big sizes, things like that. It's just better to like spend a little more because it goes a longer way than going to buy the small portion. But what I always focus on buying in bulk is my toiletries. So I will go buy the jumbo box of tissues, or like 3 different things of toothpaste. I buy like packs of soap. I buy, you know, pretty much my toiletries, I buy those in like bulk, because I'm not going back to the store like every other week for another bar of soap or another pack of toothpaste, another whatever. I get all those things in bulk, and it saves me time, saves me stress to know that, okay, I'm good for like at least a month, maybe 2 months on those items. So buy some items in bulk, and trust me, it's gonna change your life. It'll help you out. Next, as easy and simple as this sounds, guys, make a monthly budget. This is me right here. This tip is for me. Whoever else relates to this, this is for you too. But make a monthly budget. So I normally have never done this before, just because I'm pretty well of like saving and, you know, but make a monthly budget. Like, I started doing it now because my expenses have kind of gotten a little higher now that, you know, I'm in a different place in life. Therefore, make a budget based off of that month. Like if you know, okay, this month I plan to, it's my birthday month, add some more money to your budget. Maybe it's usually 200, now it's 500 this month. Next month, I'm not really doing much. I'm probably gonna be studying, not going out. There's really not a lot going, so make it lower. But as you make that budget, be realistic. If you know you're the type of person who likes to go to brunch, add that in your budget. Reasonably though. If you know you're the type of person who doesn't like to go to brunch, don't go put your budget like 500 just so you can say, oh, I have extra money to spend. No, you don't. You don't need to do that. Put it down. Make it realistic, based on you, but responsible. Okay? All right, and then to round it off, our last tip. This tip brings it all in. This tip brings the whole thing in. This last tip: live below your means. Period. Point blank, or point blank period. I don't know if I said that right, but live below your means. Like, I'm a student. I have been living like a struggling student for a hot minute, and I still live. I still get to do good things in life. So just sometimes you just gotta live like the struggle, and when you live like the struggle, you're able to make it through. That's the truth. You just got, I don't know, like just sometimes even when you got it, you just gotta still live below your means just to help yourself build up. Like, you know, some things just, I don't want to say like be broke, but like act like you broke sometimes and just live below your means is what I'm trying to say. Don't try to do too much where you are right now. Like, we're all young, and if you're not, then okay, but most of us, we're all young. Like, we don't need to be doing too much anyways. Therefore, you don't have a lot to do. So don't be out here trying to do way more than expected. Live below your means. All right? So that concludes this video. Hopefully all these tips were helpful to somebody, anybody. We do hope that you guys are able to implement one or two of these things into your daily, weekly routines. Hopefully, so these things are helping us personally, which is why we're telling you guys, and we hope it's gonna help somebody else. So yeah, thank you guys for all the love and support, and if you're returning, this is for you. If you're new, this is for you also. We want to keep growing our fam. We want to show you guys love and support all the time. And yeah, drop below in the comments if you guys want to see any type of specific videos. We've heard some of your comments so far, so keep leaving things down below. And yeah, we'll see y'all in the next video.